Hey guys, NocRan here. Welcome back to my torture chamber. You're stuck here now. Forever. As I do on every day ending in DAY, I want to gamble my soul away, but since I've just recently pulled Mawika, my funds have hit rock bottom. Insert joke about paying rent during a housing crisis. Now for anyone who doesn't know, Mawika's ideal team consists of Shilonen, Bennett, and Seatlali, one of which I'm missing. Thankfully, the geniuses at Hoyo decided to bless us by not making us wait another phase for her banner to drop, because both Mawika and Seatlali were released during Phase 1.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting.
I'm 20 pity deep, I'm starting at exactly 1600 primos, and I've got less than a week before I implode. Let's do this. I made a short list of things to do, let me find it real quick. Character test runs, imaginary exploration, events, achievements, Archon quests, and character story quests. Exploration. I first decided to do the character test runs, and yes, Mawika's gameplay is still absurd. But it was followed up by an actual normal character. Psych! There's no such thing as a normal character in Natlan. I did my commissions, then it was time to gaze into the abyss. And if you gaze for long into an abyss, the abyss asks, the fuck is wrong with you? For the abyss, I was just praying that floor 12 wasn't as annoying as the last rotation. Now, some of you may not know what this boss does, and that includes me, but for those that do, I could never fill up this bar fast enough due to a chronic disorder known as skill issue. So my solution was to literally just bypass the one-shot attack using invincibility frames from my ult. Eventually, I was able to 36-star the Abyss with a scuffed Mawika team, as well as her using an unmaxed Wolf's Gravestone, which might have been part of the reason why floor 12 took a couple retries, but we'll never know. Next was the Imaginarium Theater, for which I was missing one character to start Visionary mode. That's right, it was time to bring out the new Pyro Traveler. Wait a second. Now the Imaginarium Theater's difficulty can be easily broken down in the following flowchart, which I've aptly named, How Hard is Imaginarium Theater? Do you have enough characters to start Visionary mode? No? Go cry in a corner. Yes? Alright, are you completing all the star challenges? Yes? Go die in a corner. It's what you'll want to end up doing. No? Rejoice. Game is easy. Suffice to say, other than one close call, there wasn't really much to talk about. Sounds like my love life. Whoa, hey, look at all those primogems. Anyway, here's a primo check. My primo count may have doubled in an hour, but don't get used to it. It's definitely gonna slow down from here on out. Next up was an event that I could have sworn I've done before, and after collecting my rewards, I decided to do the 5.2 Archon quest interlude because I hadn't actually done it yet, and it was basically about working in a psychiatric ward. Mentally ill person? Could you perhaps be a part of the Genshin fanbase? I've got just the cure. Electroshock therapy. Have you considered a lobotomy?
I'll never forgive you!
I may have ruined the moment a little. After getting blue-balled and not being able to see the captain's face, and realizing Kachina had a voice again,
Candy and cookies to share.
I finished the interlude quest, which, to my surprise, only took a little over 20 minutes. I collected my achievements, as well as the free wish. Then it was time to, all together now, explore. By the way, this was my Natlan exploration before starting this video, and in case you're new to my channel, they call me the Amerigo Vespucci of Genshin, meaning someone's already explored all of this before me, and I'll probably die of malaria in my 50s. Also, don't look at Fontaine, I haven't had time to 100% it yet.
Yikes.
While exploring, I ended up freeing Conolaf from captivity 3 times, and if you don't know who that is, she's probably the worst treasure hunter I've ever seen in existence. The only one worse at doing their job is this Cuckoosaurus, who panicked so hard after I shot it, it dive-bombed into the water and drowned. I also did a very strange chain of puzzles that felt like a game within a game.
And you fail.
But hey, I got a luxurious chest at the end, so totally worth. And after getting accosted by another Cuckoosaurus, I decided to do Chasca's story quest, which consisted of this NPC almost riding me. I don't care how bad that sounds, I'm leaving that in. As well as me getting stuck at this part because I decided not to read the instructions.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
A bloodstained feather. How suspicious. I then met some merchants who were here to sell jetpacks to the tribe. Now I've got a note here on my script saying, writing this down in real time, gonna make a prediction here, the Cuckoosaurus attack on the merchant caravan was orchestrated by the merchants to destabilize the trust between the Flower Feather clan and the Cuckoosaurus to facilitate selling the jetpacks, and I bet the jetpacks have some problems with even functioning. Like it uses Cuckoosaurus parts or something, I don't know. Then we'll go on this whole spiel of discovering what it means to have a bond with a saurian, yada yada yada. Destabilize trust between the tribe and the Cuckoosaurus? Check. Problem with the jetpack? Check. Does that count as Cuckoosaurus parts? Disney-ass twist villain wasn't on my bingo card, but alright then. The whole spiel of discovering what it means to have a bond with a saurian, yada yada yada. Check. And with that was the end of Chasca's story quest. What was it really about, you ask? I don't know, something to do with family. Here's a random primo check. It's symmetrical. New day, new commissions. I'm just kidding, I fast-tracked them. I collected my check in rewards, and spent some resin on farming more obsidian codex pieces cause my Mawika still looks like this. Next up was the repertoire of myriad melodies, which gave out 140 primos for just doing the tutorial. It only took like 10 minutes. Surely the achievements wouldn't take too long. 2 hours. It took 2 hours to complete all the rhythm game achievements. Was it worth it? I don't know. This was basically how it went. Oh, this ain't so bad. Oh, shit! Ah, this is more like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think my brain just committed suicide.
So anyway, next I decided to complete all the local legends achievements.
But am I gonna?
First up, the Polychrome Tri-Stars. Now you may notice I'm doing this on world level 8. You see, I tried doing it on world level 9, and that went swimmingly. I also just remembered that they take 12 hours to respawn. Well, shit. For this achievement, I just had to kill Electro Beyblade Turtle over here. Luckily, I brought a bunch of plastic straws with me, so I was able to kill it with no issues. Next up was fighting Sappho. This achievement required me to not get hit by a specific attack, and I'd heard that shields were an easy way to complete this, which they weren't, which tilted me to Kingdom Come.
I think my brain just committed.
I'm going back to doing quests. This one called Weighty Wings consisted of me healing a Cuckoosaurus that immediately got sick of seeing me and left. Yeah, well, I want you to know that it's mutual. Next up was the quest, Gifts and Gifts in Return. I don't remember what it was about, but treetop trekking. Afterwards, I did my commissions because it was actually a new day. Well, to be honest, it was actually 3 days later. I didn't really have time to record it in between, so I just did my dailies and that was it. But at this point, I had about a day left. It was time to lock in. I began Act 5 of the Natlan Archon quest, so spoiler alert I guess, in which Kachina still has her voice. Congratulations.
We made it!
Kanich still hasn't found his, and neither has Ion-san. They must have been at karaoke the night before. Finally, after 40 minutes of preamble, it was finally time to finally set off for the final battle. Finally. Then after another 20 minutes of walking, I played Sub-Temple Run. Oh boy, it's another bad dragon. This time it even comes with a sword. Oh hey, Pyro Traveler, what's up? Ether, chat says you're muted. After killing the dragon of Manifest Erosion, Goth Soy Boy, dealing with the paparazzi, signing autographs, and whatever the hell this is,
Dance for us, monkey.
I watched the Captain D rank from Immortal in Valorant, and with that, Act 5 was complete. I collected my achievements, the free wish, as well as the 500 primos for completing Act 5 during 5.3, and checked my primo count. Next up, I decided to take a break from all the questing and farm some furniture sets. Unfortunately, for some reason, they haven't released any Natlan furniture sets.
Why?
So after a quick 60 primos from Neuvillette, Kaveh, and Kaveh's twin, I started Seatlali's story quest.
I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Fontaine Research Institute?
Go again.
Knacker? I was knackered once. During this quest, I found out that Seatlali is still a hermit, her brain is isekai rotted. I blame Yaimiko. Also, she's British. Damn, 3 red flags in a row, that's rough, buddy. Good thing I'm colorblind. After fighting off another 2-bit villain and getting the key to Seatlali's house, interesting, I finished her story quest and collected the bonus 60 primos. Regarding my thoughts on the quest,
So I have many opinions, all of them bad.
next up was Mawika's story quest.
Wait! Where are you going? Back to bed.
Seatlali is literally me. Okay, now do that again. This time in lava, please.
It was so dumb I couldn't look away.
POV, you're watching anyone argue online. The story quest was basically about letting Mawika loosen up after, you know, leading the nation into war and all that. This consisted of chasing after the golden snitch, going to the batting cage where I let Mawika win. Yes, I missed the first one on purpose. No, your honor, this is not cope.
You can't prove it!
Cosplaying as Paimon and indulging in some gluttonous behavior, and letting her fight against the first Pyro Archon stuck in a child's body. Wait, what? After lagging my ass off, and seeing drunk Seat Lolly for like the 5th time this video, I finished Mawika's story quest and collected my bonus. Here's a random primo check. Real quickly about Mawika's story quest, it was fine. I liked how it was about Mawika cutting loose, but even if it was one of the main takeaways of the story, I kinda wish I got to see more of that instead of old man from millennia ago stuck in a child's body used as a vehicle to impart the ever important lesson of enjoy life. Then again, at least it didn't have a terrible twist villain like the last 3 I played. Like, could you imagine if there was a twist and Xbalanque turned out to be a bad guy? Only thing that would have taken me out more would be if there was a talking bird that was competing with a How for the title of most annoying piece of For a quick 400 primos, I did this absolutely riveting combat event all on hard mode, because you basically get peanuts for doing Fearless. Next up was investigating these ruins for our adventurer friend Bona in this quest, Adventure in the Land of Mists. In these ruins, there was a puzzle where I had to overcome the most difficult adversary of all, my stupidity. Thankfully, my dumbassery was rewarded with a luxurious chest, which basically ended part 1. The next part of the quest consisted of following Bona. I don't think that's how you fly, but if it ain't fixed, don't broken it. You know what they also say? If you can't beat them, join them. After exploring the floating islands and getting my lunch money stolen,
Yoink!
I found out that Bona wasn't really Bona. Or something like that. I guess you could say that she was a bona fide fraud. Please laugh. Oh hey, my lunch money.
Yoink!
Motherfucker. Oh boy, it's another bad dragon, and yes, I did copy-paste that line from 4 hours ago. A bad dragon which I had to shoot down, during which I accidentally dive-bombed. You might be wondering why I didn't just cancel the dive bomb midair, due to a chronic disorder known as skill issue. Man, this hole is almost as deep as NocRan, and so began the boss fight to defeat the reprobate dragon, which took a grand total of 30 seconds. I then played through a Silent Hill 2 remake that looked a little different from what I remembered, and finally completed the quest. I collected the achievement, as well as my commissions for the last time in this video. What's next, you may ask?
Your word is...
Explore. Huh? While hunting down a couple Pyroculus, I stumbled on a quest called the Lone Isle Named Night, where I had to hatch an egg. Hatch an egg. Anyway, I finished the quest and got an achievement. I then explored more ruins as part of the quest. It would seem I've made a mistake. I cannot see what the key mold looks like. Oh well, I was getting that very wrong. Finishing the quest got me a luxurious chest. But anyway, enough with the exploring in the questing, back to the exploring out of the questing. You get what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down? You buying what I'm selling? You eating what I'm shitting? Many sacrifices were made to get this Pyroculus, including 90% of Arlecchino's health bar and 100% of the health bar of these wings. With that, I upgraded the Natlan statue of 7 to level 7, continued exploring, defeated the local legend Bronzelock out of pure coincidence, then got to work demystifying the island. Which, and I don't mean to brag, but with an explorer like Shanyon on my team, went without a hitch. After a short enough period of time that even my attention span didn't waver, I completed the quest which got me an achievement and a luxurious chest. I collected the bonus exploration primos, I then offered some scraps to the captain, turned in a bunch of sigils, and was 2 off from getting a Shrine of Depth key. Exploration. A couple chests later, and I was able to get the key, which I proceeded to use. It also gave me one final achievement, after which I decided to end the challenge. Here's my map exploration now for those who want to compare it to before. I managed to get to 7,780 primogems plus 2 wishes, which, subtracting the original 1,600 I started with, means that in this video, I farmed 6,500 primos on the dot. I just love round numbers. I know it's not really enough to actually get to soft pity. I think I need like another 800 for that, but well, I don't really have much time left. If only there was a way to get another extra 20 pulls during the first phase of 5.3. Oh well. Guys, I have a confession to make. I actually mistimed it and missed the banner. Psych! Thought I was gonna pull another Linny incident, did you? Haha. You gotta have more faith in me, right guys? Guys? For some reason, my game audio was bugged out to hell during the polls, and I want you all to hear it. I think I found a new torture method.
Let's go gambling!
I ain't going down without a fight. Mama didn't raise no quitter. Give me a few while I clear out the rest of my quest log. 75, 76. One, two. Well, hey Google, when is Genshin Impact Seat Lolly rerun?
What the hell?
Okay, so hear me out. I need to give you all the play-by-play. I farmed up enough for another pull, didn't get it, gave up, logged off, went and did some other stuff. Then I remembered I had to spend my resin, so I logged back on, got the battle pass level 40, and realized I still had 5 standard wishes from all like the battle pass, pyro sigils, etc, etc. So I did those 5 wishes, and got C2 Mika. That gave me 2 star glitter, and since I had 4 beforehand, I was like, neat, I got enough for another wish. And lo and behold, the reason why I didn't record it was because I'd already given up. I already closed OBS, closed my scripts, reorganized my tabs, and I didn't even want to bother opening everything back up just to record one wish. Well, I guess chances are never zero, cause now I have Seat Lolly. Anyway, yeah, it ain't over till it's over. Let me know what insanely lucky or unlucky moments you've had with polls, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.